Alright, we're gonna go down there and talk about stuff that makes sense. So, alright, so I took the class. Alright, I know there's a lot of conspiracy around why I would take a class like that, but it wasn't like I was gonna, it got to the point where they make you think. Alright, when it's what the proper use of a firearm, home invasions, things like that, and get to the point where none of that's of value considering what, kind of life I live right now. It just gets to the point where, like, it's not that I'm deterred because, I can't do this or can't, it's just, you want to make sure the person's not full of shit and thinking the wrong things. They think about your decisions for that purpose. Okay. It was originally to defend against a bear, but if I could reason with what the bear was doing, that was it. That was all I was there for. It was because, I like to go on hikes and stuff, but then I realized that, I dove into the psyche of an animal in order to get my life together here, man. Like, you gotta understand what the fuck you're going up against before you do what you're doing. It's not reasonable to hurt a bear because of what the fuck is going on. So I don't want to get a gun. That's why I didn't want to get one. Not because, oh well, Tom, Dick, and Harry over there is fucking picking on me. You're fucking looking at that, man. It's like, well, this is what was going on. It's like that had nothing to do with what the fuck was gonna happen. I'll whoop the motherfucking shit out of Tom, Dick, and Harry. I don't give a fucking shit what's going on with that shit. Like you think I can't fight? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Well, you haven't seen me in a fucking street fight at all because I don't even have a criminal record, and I'm not trying to get one. But man, when I get one, it's gonna be fucking interesting. The only purpose of my moves here, man, are to get my point across. Like, I'm not trying to do anything bad to anybody or harm people overall. It's just the way things are, turning into a turn. Oh, well, grab that real quick. All right, well, that. All right, good. Hold on. This is really going to be a pain in the ass. Uh-oh. Okay, keep going. How do you do it? Can't hardly fucking have it. Yeah, this is really bad. But yeah, so the only problem is like a lot of this stuff comes down to like, assessment don't people that are just sitting there like, well, we're trying to have, not mention the obvious of what kind of condition they're in and what the hell's going on, but it gets to the point where some people don't know what they were trained for and they're still sitting in the middle of the problem where we got one good guy in the middle of it, which is myself. And they're sitting there fighting themselves because some bitch fucked them up. That had nothing to do with what I was talking about. I know better with how things are. I'm not creating a human target. I'm exploiting the idea of what exposure truly is, and it's more or less exposure therapy in order to get my point across of what I'm about. I'm not about fucking women that are taken. I'm not trying to get swine and fuck with your bitch. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm trying to, make you check yourself to make sure you know what to do with yourself. They're not sitting there acting like something's about to happen when nothing's going to happen because someone's hyping you up. You don't need the hype squad behind you. You don't need people like that in your life, actually. Well, I fought this my whole life. I done this. I got my homeboys here. Those things are, you are negligent to your capabilities as a human being because of what you're about. If this is what your friend group looks like, you just completely negated the idea of what you could do within the capacity of your own being if you're just fucking sitting there trying to fight people the whole time, man. Like, you're just a fucking idiot again. Like, come on. You got so much more life to live. I'm trying to just, you know, walk away from the idea of that being the case and shit. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, exploit people or fucking sound off the alarm or get the police involved. I'm not even about that. I'm not about any of that stuff anymore when people are trying to, like, mind my own business, man. Like, I was trying to involve me in there. Pretty spawn. I don't know if I can do it. Oh, fuck. Alright. Oh, I'm alive, but still, it's not helping me out, is it? This is the point of why the hell I'm doing this before you even see the point of why the hell someone wouldn't. You want to kill, alright? I don't. I do the right thing for somebody who's in a bad position in life. And some people don't want to see people succeed. Like, I'm just about that idea of giving someone a chance to live beyond their own fucking means and what they think is happening before something goes wrong and it's an inevitable outcome. I'm kind of running against the idea of Vietnam and misguidance. That's it. I'm a reasonable individual, man. It's just get to the point where people put the shaft in me, and I'm fucking sitting there like, I'm like, God damn it! No wonder why these people are fucked up. And then by the time I figure out what the hell the human anatomy is capable of doing, I understand what control mechanisms everybody else is using to get them all fucked up like that. I'm like, God damn. Whether it be your own words or opinions, like every last bit, man. It's fucking disgusting. People are fucking sly and just, I hate people, dude. You wonder why I hate people is that shit. Like, that's not because, you know, not everybody's like that, but man, when you finally fucking hear what the hell an expert would have to say about what people are like, it's like, Jesus Christ, that's terrible. It's like, well, yeah, that's why people go to counseling. I don't need counseling. I'm not a fucking cop. Are you fucking crazy? Shit. If I had some handcuffs, you wanna know what I would do to some of these bitches? That's the only time I'm able to actually officially use them. You be hanging from a motherfucking ceiling in a weird fucking position, getting fucking railed by me. Are you, like, you think I'm fucking against that type of shit? You haven't seen anything yet. You saw your boyfriend fuck you. The only thing I got is fucking got tips for, but instead I'm giving tips doesn't mean I want to fucking ass splash and fucking whoa yum yum, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit is going too deep, man. Like, I'm a fucking good dude. That's it. That's all it is. Damn it. Can I not defeat this guy in the allotted amount of time, or am I just kind of missing it? I'm not sure if this run is gonna be all right. Like I know I'm a good Dark Souls player. It's just the fact that I want to beat the four kings before I beat anything else because they have the known health pool to be a certain way. So I'm like, see what we can do. Uh, but yeah, collectively, as an individual of my nature, I'm just proving I'm right. I'm just showing you the fucking not, some things need to be a certain way. I mean, as far as military functions, they need to be a certain way in order for it to prove what's happening within other people's lives. And it's within their sheer doubts or whatever, and regardless of what the mentality of the individual is, it would be a failure amongst the individual sometimes to be assuming that of their their person, but at the same time, sometimes it leads into what control, right? They try to weed things out through your own mind just to make sure that you're okay in your position. They aren't doing things to fucking screw you up. They did enough to screw me up to just, alright, like this isn't a fucking game anymore. Like my fucking life is on the line over here trying to fucking figure out what the hell's happening. That's why I'd probably get some crazy ass motherfucking like rank if I was in the military, like general or something. Something well above what the hell the recharge are doing. I'm a bad guy, that's what the problem is too. Oh, fuck my god. Are you serious? Oh, the... Oh, head right? What are you gonna do? Uh-oh. Over the head. Alright, cool. Oh, that's it. No problem. Get that over with. Nothing else around me. Okay. Perfect. Oh, there. I dodged the way I thought I could. No fucking way. Wow. Wow. That simply right there would just make the game so much better considering what I just did right there. Because it's trying to fuck it, you know what? I cannot believe I just pulled that off. That makes the game playable. Damn, dude. Alright, yo, yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, people, people order our patties. What about that horse even shit? But yeah, the fact that, the main factor I'm trying to dive into is just the way people are and what happens, and they're trying to legitimate, right, and then you got people that agree to certain positions, and you gotta take note of what's happening, and you can't just have any crazy shit happen in a minute, or not, you know, you got reporters to this. What, by the time you enter the military, you understand what you're doing and what you're reporting. You see the purpose. You got a state of mind, state of this, do that, do this. Some things are collected within certain areas and means in order to make certain that what's certain is what it is and how it's working. You got a lot of heat on your fucking, your platter there, man. Like, a lot of people know what the hell they're there for. And when I know what they're there for, it's like, well, I'm not trying to avoid it. I'm just trying to have no people think I'm just some fucking senseless gangster trying to fucking screw people up. What the fuck was I doing again? God damn it. I mean, I need gold pine resin. That's what I was gonna go for. Oh, yeah. That's where the problem was. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so, but at the same time, this is what the point is like, when it comes out to the like Navy SEALs and stuff like that, that's really what they're trying to get to you. It's just how fucking screwed up I am over what the hell people are trying to do to me is getting to me that point. With the collective fucking instances of what the hell is happening, I think someone's trying to kill me. That's what the problem is. You got the bear, you got the car, like, it's like I almost had a fucking point, and then it's like, well, let's just, you know, recreate what it means to be part of the government and the FBI just to make sure that doesn't look like what it looks like, because if somebody fucked up, it's like, you know what, by the time you fucking think of it, someone probably did fuck up. I know some fucked up shit. I'm probably right. Uh-oh, there he is. Oh, there's the government. Oh, Drake right there. That's what the government looks like. You're happy to see me. Or worried about me up until I got to that bridge. What am I doing? Gold pine resin? Yeah. Right here. Reasonable damage to kill everything. Alright, I didn't say I was gonna fucking do all this, like, without gold pine resin or some fucking, you know, stuff. Like, I'm not. I don't think it's possible, and I can't kill what's his face before this happens, and it's just gonna be a pain in the ass if I try to. I don't have enough fastness on a bonfire, like, everything's kind of going wrong right here. So I'm just gonna go over here, talk to him, and see what the fuck's going on.
I adore trinket. Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually, so I am willing to share some tips. If you see kindling in the catacombs, use divine weapons. That will repel the reassembling skeletons.
Perfect. Alright, see?
Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again, and we'll make another fight.
Alright, so if I keep buying gold pine resin from him, he'll actually give me some information. That's pretty good. If, like, you didn't have internet or something, like, it would be a really good thing.
I didn't I suppose... I'm afraid I don't see it. I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
Oh, wow.
Well, that is a shame. But no, come back. Not ever. There'll be more.
Huh, weird.
I didn't expect him. I suppose great.
A lot of some fucked up. Some people have been in fights actually say some shit like that.
I'm afraid I don't see.
So all you have to do is get to him, and then you can buy it for 5,000 souls. The master key. Well, Yeah, it opens any basic lock, so you really don't have to do the master key start at all. Okay. And a crystal greatsword? Wow. Alright, you know, fuck it.
Thank you. I and will.
You gotta figure out what's playing and what too, because like, you know, you have some dumbass people out there that are trying to watch these, thinking our life is gonna come together, and weird patterns and stupid shit alone in order to get their point across, bro. Like, it's not anything to be proud of. These people aren't really that good. That's what I say to myself all the time. I was just hoping this game would be like, you know, one of. I wanted to make this my career, like originally, but people wanted to sit there and fucking shit on the idea of me having something like this going right for a career, and it got to the point where it's like, well, I can do it. It's just the way people are, and then I gotta expose myself to assholes all the time. It's like I deserve to live a peaceful life like everybody else, not to just be biased as shit, just running into somebody else's ass. Fucking annoying. That's how they compose their idea of who you are, you know? That's just it. Either they know it like this or they know it like that. And it's like, alright, well, you're not that bad, right? Alright, guess again. Something else is gonna happen that makes them think otherwise. Take notes, cowboys. I'm back. Here we are. We're gonna go back there and try to whoop the shit out of that guy. But yeah, no, I don't think the military is a bad thing by any means. I mean, like, it conditions you. It's proven to make you right in one way or the next. But I'm honestly like the best person to have this happen with. I don't want this negative experience to become something that everybody has to experience. Because, well, actually, you know what? I don't want this negative experience to exploit the idea of what they're about, because they're not about that. They're about, what they're doing. Gotta, make your own mind up on what it's about. It's conditioning. When you hear about military conditioning, it's a little bit more about what the fuck you're doing with your body. Like, it's all body and mind, man. You hear about the Navy SEALs, you hear about buds. Some people don't even know what they're there for, but they take it anyway because they think they can take it on. And sometimes people with the necessary experience take it on. They aren't just doing it because they want to do it. They want to prove they're right. They want to prove themselves, that mentality. That's all it's about, man. You wouldn't hear anything like this by a guy that's drinking. No. There's no fucking way this guy knows any better. The point is proven. I do know better. You need to fucking get your shit together and look at why I'm doing it. I'm always fucked up because no one's gonna believe. It's a reliable source of information if you actually know what you're talking about, or know what you're doing. Reaching out to the people that actually know what the fuck they're doing with themselves, too. So I'm not just sitting there, being some fucking broadcasting retard, like, you gotta fucking see yourself. And then, hold on. I was thinking the gold pine resin would be the key up on what the hell I could be doing, but I didn't use the gold pine resin to begin with. Fuck. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use resin, trying to give myself a little bit of a handicap for this, but if I did, I'd have to use, gold, so. At the same time, certain stents, you'd have to understand, like, your body is basically how you walk. Beer stents, things like alcoholism cover up the liver. That's what the problem is, too. So, when you smell weird smells, man, sometimes it's not sex, it's just where the liquids are in the body. You gotta kind of pay attention to that stuff, too. This is a huge military movement, if I ever seen one. It's a big knowledge pool that's granted to people that actually know what the fuck they're doing with their bodies. Not doing the best thing, but, I'm getting out of the fucking whole alcohol flow thing. I'll drink every now and again, but I'm not really about it. Something to relax and just kind of zoop down on what the fuck I'm about here, Feels good sometimes, but sometimes it's not about feeling good, it's just how full of shit you really are that really, people take note of, but see the point. You'll live, you'll learn. Wait, how do you learn from some punk like that? when you become an expert, man. Holy fuck. I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. Okay. You know what, bro? I don't know how I'm gonna beat this. Gold Pine Resin didn't even allow me to do it because I wasn't hitting them with heavies. But I hit them with heavies the whole time and I was consistent with it. The only problem I'd have was my eye pressure and how and the distancing of what the fuck I thought was happening versus what was happening. That's the steady pace of what the body's capable of doing. And although I'm drinking, you're going to see the fucking point of why it works that way. I need to understand that. Personally, everybody else needs to as well. And why they, how they save their jobs and what the fuck they're doing to, maintain their employment. Yeah, consistency is key when it comes down to company biases. So no matter what the company allowed to happen within the vicinity, there's a non-harmful thing that happened outside of work and just saves the company's fucking name overall if you want to, make it look the right way. Instead of just being negligent of the possibilities within a company. To your point, FedEx was great when it came down to this kind of stuff. Some of the people were biased to it, but they didn't know shit. It proves they didn't know anything, and if they were doing something wrong, and then, people start snapping the sticks on their fucking antics too. So it's, not only this is a huge, huge sense of what the area is about. So I gotta kind of be like looking at things the right way. Yeah, sure, I hated, I got mad because people were being fucking dicks, but they seen things the right way and they understand how this could, put the grip on them later. So it's like, I'm either snapping some playroom off with being around this guy, or just by thinking what I'm thinking could be used against me, considering how fucking crazy this actually got. I'm not against FedEx at all. No, I love that company. That place is the best place to be for a crazy thing like me. Make sure I couldn't heal in between that, but alright. You got it. Still have my uniform too, I just didn't fucking turn it in yet. My input in it and how things kind of went to provide a safer external environment for the company to, you know, well-being too. It's not just about, you know, being messed up and trying to do the best you can all the time as well. There's a lot more science that kind of works itself into it. The dust was the main complaint on my behalf, man. Like the way that controls your mind and how many problems that are created, you know, when it comes down to certain people that go into that place. It's just, it gets to that point, and then divorce rates become a thing, and this and that, and who's in favor of this and who hears about that. It's just good to exploit the anomaly, considering how free handling truly is, and what it could become, considering how controlling an individual could become in their situation without another person knowing. But not everybody knows what I know, and that's usually why people hang out, chill out, do this. But then we got a guy that's almost an expert in there. You know, it is what it is. And some people don't want to die alone, and they kind of feel bad, but then you gotta realize what the fuck is going on and how bad it actually got. Yeah, you gotta watch out for yourself, man. Like this is a dog-eat-dog world. Plenty of women in the ocean here, man, but your peace of mind is what you have to value within your own life. And people often reflect themselves for fucking women, too. So you gotta be careful with that fucking shit. That's half health. That's not too bad. A little bit of gold pine resin might be possible. It just seems like the main big thing going on with that. It's just like just how it works, man. I don't know. The final swing in this is kind of hard too. 51, 45 strength. I'm almost capped out at 50 strength. This shit is really just fucking bugging. Trying to warm up for you guys. Quite literally, this feels so fucking good. I don't want to freeze up again and go fucking bananas, man. That's a little far out there, but once I understand what's happening, it's like, well, the same old rodeo again. But if you do it right the first time, you shouldn't have to do it again. You know, that's where we're at here. Oh, man, feeling so fucking great. Whew. Find this one right here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, here we go. We're gonna start pounding him. We got it. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Dead. Sword dead. That'd be good for, like, a red tier cone right now. This is the perfect place for the worst thing about it. Yo, I almost killed them. Holy fucking crap. Wow. What the fuck? That is crazy, man. God damn, I almost killed him. I have to reboot this real quick.